the American flag. We will also have the 4-H and the FFA motto shared by two of our students, and then we'll have a moment of prayer. And so I'm going to ask if you would to stand and remove cover. Aubrey Sigg is from the Cracker Country 4-H and going to lead us in the pledge to the American flag. Addison Murdoch from the Prime Cuts 4-H will be leading us with the 4-H pledge. Our FFA motto is going to be presented by Jen Juan Neves. And then our prayer is going to be led by Evelyn Perry from the Trinity Catholic FFA. So, Aubrey, thank you for starting us off today.
I pledge allegiance to the flag and to the Savior whose kingdom it stands, one Savior, crucified, risen, and I pledge allegiance to the American flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health for better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, and living to serve.
If you all would bow your heads and join me in a moment of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to be a part of this great industry of agriculture. Help us to be mindful each day of the value agriculture brings to our nation by providing a safe and abundant food supply. May we always remember that we depend on you for the rain and sunshine. We thank you for the opportunity to compete and participate in the Southeastern Youth Fair. We are thankful for the many volunteers that work to make this possible for each participant. We pray that good sportsmanship will prevail in each individual and that you protect from harm as we exhibit our projects this week. We love you, thank you, and we pray in your Son's name, Jesus' name, amen.
Give a big hand for these students who have led us today. We are grateful for them. We have our first class here in our Market Goat Show now. These are all goats that are going to weigh between 52 and 89 pounds. We have Madison Houston, Madison with the Trinity Catholic FFA. Brianna Bennett, Brianna showing with the Vanguard High FFA. Olivia Marlin, Olivia showing with Lucky Learners 4-H. Peyton Steed, also with Lucky Learners 4-H. Cheyenne Martin with Trinity Catholic FFA. Lila Benson with Bellevue Middle FFA. Emmeline Oakes with Osceola Middle FFA. Liliana Guerrera with the Dunellen 4-H Club. Brindley Durham with the Country Clovers 4-H. Trip Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. And Will Love with the Southern Roots 4-H Club. We want to say a very special thanks to our judge, Wes McCurry. Judge McCurry did a phenomenal job with our sheep show earlier today, and we appreciate him being here again. He and his wife, Brooke, and his twin daughters, Avery and Jill, they operate McCurry Club Lamps. They have a flock of about 50 ewes raising nationally competitive show lambs. Wes is a graduate of Northeastern Oklahoma A&M and Oklahoma State University. He has judged shows all throughout the Southeast, and we appreciate him being here today. Big round of applause here for Judge Wes McCurry. Thank you, sir, for being here.
Well, a really nice class to get our goat show started here, and I think the one we lead off with, one that's just really fresh to the handle and got a massive rack and loin in it. That one's really level and stout boned and made right from the ground up. really competitive goat there to lead us off. The goat that comes in second is the one I think that's built the most like our class winner here. Really good handle in that one, a lot of muscle shape. I don't think that one's as stout as made. I don't think the muscle's quite as big there down the top either when we compare it to the class winner, but a really nice goat to come in second. Goats in second and third, really similar. I think when you handle these goats, I think they're similar in the amount of muscle they have in them. I think the third place goat travels a little better. I think it's more comfortable in its spine than the fourth place goat. That goat wants to get a little weaker right there behind the shoulders when that one travels. So that's a sword on 3 and 4, but some really nice goats there to come in third and fourth. And then these goats down the line here, kind of got a bigger frame goat here in fifth. I appreciate the how extended that one is and up fronted. I'd like to see a little more muscle in that one. And then kind of the rest of these goats here are just pretty green in a lightweight division. You expect that. So I think these goats get better the longer we feed them, get a little more product on them. But a great set. Give all these exhibitors a big round of applause.
We'll give you that placing here in that last class in just a moment. Coming into the arena now, we've got Ava Forrest with the Fort McCoy Middle. We have Isaac Hutto with the Cracker Country 4-H. Tanner Tew with the Lucky Learners 4-H. Gabriela Rodriguez showing with Fort McCoy Middle FFA. Hannah Miller with the Forest High FFA. Mackenzie Oakes, Mackenzie showing with Osceola Middle. Daniel Smith with the North Marion High FFA. Emery May showing with the Country Clover 4-H. Easton Davis showing with Country Clovers 4-H. And Natalie Dobemeyer with the Vanguard High FFA chapter. In our first class in the lightweight goats, winning that class was Brindley Durham of the Country Clovers 4-H. Standing second was Liliana Guerrera with the Dunellen 4-H Club. Third place was Trip Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. Fourth was Emma Lynn Oakes with the Osceola Middle FFA. Fifth place was Will Love with the Southern Roots 4-H. Sixth place was Olivia Marlin with the Lucky Learners 4-H. Seventh was Lila Benson with the Bellevue Middle FFA. Eighth was Madison Hewiston with the Trinity Catholic FFA. 9 was Cheyenne Martin with the Trinity Catholic FFA. In 10th place, representing the Lucky Learners 4-H, Peyton Steed. And in 11th place is Brianna Bennett of the Vanguard High FFA. We appreciate Dean Lawn and Landscape for sponsoring that class. We have a Hyundai Tucson, a white vehicle that is blocking some others in. We need you to move that vehicle. If you would, please. We believe it is registered to an Eric Steed. Eric, if you are here, please move your vehicle. I'm told that they are close to perhaps towing that. Eric Steed with a white Tucson, please move your vehicle.
Well, as we move into our medium weight goats, I think this one's really nice here that wins the class. Freshest handling one in the class. Got a massive rack and a massive loin, and then you study that guy from the ground. He's plenty stout. Lines are good. Just a really nice goat that's hard to punch too many holes in there to win the class. Goat that comes in second, another one I think that's built similarly. I don't think this one's quite as good when we put him into motion. I don't think this one's quite as comfortable in his skeleton. I don't think he's quite as wide based either. But another one that's really cool and up fronted. Got plenty of muscle, plenty of structure there at the ground. A really nice goat to come in second. Goat that comes in third. One that when we do set him into motion, this one really gets kind of uncomfortable. Wants to break behind that shoulder blade just a little bit, not be quite as level. But a goat that's got a lot of product and a lot of power in it. Goat that comes in fourth, maybe my favorite goat structurally in the class. I think that one's just really, really fun to look at from the side. It's when we get behind him that we get a little disappointed in him. Wish he had a little more product down his top side. But I think if we can get that one masked up, that one becomes really, really hard to beat. Really cool goat to study from the side. These next three goats to me all kind of come in the same package here. Really nice goats, but we got to get them more expressive down their top. We got to get them handling harder, handling fresher, but they're really nice goats. And then kind of the bottom three goats down here all just need they need some more product on them. We got to get them stouter, muscle-wise, especially down their top side, where we're kind of laying some muscle in there on that rib cage and that spine. But a great set of kids, a great set of goats. Give them all a big round of applause.
Congratulations to our exhibitors in this class. We want to say a very special thanks to the Double S Red Barn for sponsoring this class here. Winning the class today, Daniel Smith, North Marion High FFA. Second goes to Tanner 2 of the Lucky Learners 4-H. In third place, Easton Davis with the Country Clovers 4-H. In fourth place, Hannah Miller with the Forest High FFA. In fifth place, Mackenzie Oaks of the Osceola Middle FFA. Sixth place, Gabriela Rodriguez with the Fort McCoy Middle FFA. Seventh place is Emery May with the Country Clover 4-H. In eighth place, Isaac Hutto with the Cracker Country 4-H. Ninth is Natalie Dubemeyer of the Vanguard High FFA. And in 10th place, Ava Forrest of the Fort McCoy Middle FFA chapter. We're now bringing in our heavyweight classes. These goats will weigh between 106 and 128 pounds. Kendall Lasher, Kendall showing with the North Marion High. Emma Cunningham with the Lucky Learners 4-H. Kylie Perez with the Forest High FFA. Aubrey Sig with the Cracker Country 4-H. Genwan Neves Vasquez with the Bellevue Middle FFA. Freya Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. Samaya Khan showing with Bellevue Middle. Jordan Papan with the Lake Weir High FFA. And Josie Law with the Fort McCoy 4-Leaf 4-H. These are our heavyweight division goats here. Another one of our leaders here within Marion County School System, Principal Matt Johnson from North Marion High. Thank you, sir, for being here and supporting our students. We're grateful there. You and Principal Sales, I'm sure, are talking shop there. So thank y'all for being here and encouraging these students today.
As we get into our heavyweight goats out here, and I think there's some give and take, and kind of got different maturity patterns and some structural things going on throughout the class. But I think the one we start with, one definitely the best handling goat we got out here, one super expressive when you get your hands on that one. Really fills your hand up with rack shape and a good crisp loin. I like the stoutness that one's made with at the ground. Really nice goat starter class. I think the goat that comes in second, one that's probably built like that one the most, not as fresh to the handle, doesn't crisp up quite like that class winner, but one that still brings you a lot of product and a lot of stoutness at the ground. A nice goat to be there in second. Third place goat, really cool structured one. I like the way it moves. I get a little disappointed when I put my hands on that goat. He's just too soft. We're like carrying a little bit of fat and not as much muscle. If we can get him shaped up and crisped up, I think that one becomes really, really competitive. Goat in fourth was sure picking on the young lady today, but a really nice built goat. Another one that I just want to handle with a little more crisper, and maybe on a day where we can get a brace out of that one, maybe things are different, but hats off to you. Really good job. Stay persistent. Stay with it, right? So then we got couple, this not really nice goat here, except for I want that one to be stronger in its spine, right behind its shoulder blades. Want that one to stay level. A little more product needed here in the kind of the blonde caped goat there. If we can get some more power down that one's top, we can look at moving that one up. Kind of the same thing for you. We got to get this goat to be more comfortable in its spine, whether that's how it's built or how we're getting it showed. But we're really breaking hard there. We need to level that one up. And then a nice goat that ends our class here, one that I think has a lot of good pieces. I really have a struggle with the pasterns on that goat. He wants to really break down on those back pasterns, almost dew claws to the dirt at times. So if we can strengthen up those pasterns, then I think we talk about moving him up. But I don't know, longevity-wise, I think that probably really hurts that goat. But a good class, good group of kids. Give them all a big round of applause.
Congratulations to these heavyweight class winners. Kendall Lasher of the North Marion High is our class winner. Second place, Bellevue Middle. This is Jimwan Neves Vasquez. In third place, Josie Law of the Fort McCoy 4-Leaf 4-H Club. In fourth place is Samaya Khan with the Bellevue Middle FFA. In fifth place is Jordan Pompanu with the Lake Weir High FFA. Sixth place, Emma Cunningham with the Lucky Learners. Seventh place, Aubrey Sig with the Cracker Country 4-H. In eighth place, Kylie Perez of the Forest High FFA. And in ninth, Freya Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. Congratulations to this heavyweight class, and we want to say a very special thanks to Ocala Breeder Sales for their sponsorship of that class. We now have our grand drive in here, sponsored by our Ocala business leaders here. We have our 3 first place market goats, and then the second place goat in each class. Representing Class 1 is Brindley Durham of the Country Clover 4-H. Both Class 2 and Class 3 are North Marion High School. These are chapter entries. I don't have the name of the exhibitors. If anybody knows, send it up here, and we'd be glad to introduce these students. Our second place exhibitors in Class 1 is Liliana Guerrera with the Dunellen 4-H. Class 2 is Tanner 2 with the Lucky Learners. And Class 3 is Genwan Vasquez.
Well, the numbers weren't real high here in the Market Goat Show, but I think we get 6 individuals out here at the end that are all really, really nice goats, very competitive. Hopefully you can look out here and see the similarities and the traits that I think are important in these market goats. But congrats to you guys for getting these things fed well. If you would, put your hands together. I'll go out here and show you your grand champion and your top 5. Congratulations here in our Market Goat Show, winning the show, Brindley Durham of the Country Clovers 4-H. Standing second, this is the North Marion High School, being shown by Daniel Smith. Congratulations, Daniel.
In third place, Liliana Guerrera with the Dunellen 4-H Club. Congratulations, Liliana. And in fourth place, Tanner Tew with the Lucky Learners 4-H. And in fifth place, this is Kendall Lasher showing the North Marion High School Junior Chapter Goat. So congratulations to all of our winners here in our Market Goat Show. We now have our dairy portion of our show coming into the arena. We want to say a very special thanks to Seiler Farms. They are sponsoring our Dairy Goat Show. Entries into this first class, this is the Junior Does. Sadie Thompson with the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. Josie Law with the Fort McCoy 4-Leaf 4-H. Alyssa Cook with the Westport High FFA. Anna Gardner with the Prime Cuts 4-H. Grace Bryan with the Prime Cuts 4-H. Wiley Boop with the Happy Homeschoolers 4-H. Theron Trios with the Dunellen 4-H. Sawyer Brown with the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. Tifton Godwin with the Cross Country 4-H. Haley Cabrera with the Dunellen 4-H. Michaela Mae Bagley with the Dunellen 4-H. Kaylin Benson with the Dunellen High FFA. Morgan Hawkins with the Happy Trails 4-H. And Preston Williams with the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. Our junior doe class, once again, sponsored by Seiler Farms.
So we get started here on our dairy goat deals, and I've had the opportunity to judge these things a few times. And the first time I did it, I kind of was like, man, I don't really feel confident in what I'm doing. So I spent some time and I've done some research here, and so the traits that, as you can see, these they come in all shapes, sizes, color, muscle capabilities. And so I think the traits that are important to me in a dairy goat is, one, these things got to be able to kind of live in a harsh environment. They got to be able to be kind of self-productive, right, out in the wild. So they need to be athletic and be able to move around. And then, so all the other animals we've judged today, their goal in life has been to produce meat, right? So that's kind of a secondary option here with these guys. What we're looking for here is we're looking for one that can get out and live kind of on its own, be productive, and hopefully be a prolific milk maker, because we're looking for these things to make milk that we can then turn into, whether it stays milk or it turns into goat cheese or soap or whatever the number of uses are for that milk. So when I study these things, I want them to be athletic, be able to move, look like they can kind of go out and survive on their own, and then kind of carry some productivity and some fat cover to them, because the more fat they can carry and the more productive they are should turn into making them things really prolific milkers. So I think the goat we start with here, one that moves really, really good, one that's so good hided, and you can see that goat carries a lot of product, and like she just looks full, like she's going to be able to go out and produce a lot of milk. I think that one's a really cool one. I think the young lady does a good job of getting that one showed. And I think the one that comes in second, kind of one that's the most like her there, we look at that one, production, deep center of body there, lots of production in there. We can get lots of feed in there, lots of whatever that thing is eating, turn it into a milk product that's usable in an agriculture setting. I think the goat in third's really, really nice too. Another one, deep production down there in the middle, where we can turn that into milk production. And then I think we kind of get in these next three, and I think these all have the capability. I just don't think they're there probably maturity-wise. They are with those ones in the front. Then we've got, I think this is a Nubian, is that correct? Yep. So we've got a Nubian here, super tall off the ground. I think that gives that goat some benefit. I want to see some more product, more depth of body there. And then kind of these next, kind of the whole next line there, kind of the same thing. We just need to flesh them things up, because the fleshier they are, the more milk they're going to be able to produce. But I think structurally they're all good. We just got to get them fleshed up and toned up a little bit. But a really nice class of dairy goats and a good set of exhibitors. Give them a big round of applause.
Congratulations to this junior doe class. Winning the class today from Cross Country 4-H, this is Tifton Godwin. Congratulations. Second place, Josie Law with the Fort McCoy 4-Lead 4-H. In third place is Michaela May Bagley of Dunellen 4-H. Fourth place is Haley Cabrera of the Dunellen 4-H Club. In fifth place, Theron Trios of the Dunellen 4-H. Standing sixth today, Alyssa Cook. Alyssa showing with Westport FFA. Seventh place is Wiley Boop with the Happy Homeschoolers 4-H. Eighth place, Anna Garner with the Prime Cuts 4-H. In ninth place, Preston Williams. Preston showing with the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. 10th place, Morgan Hawkins with the Happy Trails 4-H. 11th place today is Sawyer Brown with the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. 12th place is Grace Bryan with the Prime Cuts 4-H. 13th place, Sadie Thompson of the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. And in 14th place, Kaylin Benson of the Dunellen High FFA. Again, we say thanks to Seiler Farms for their sponsorship. Coming into the ring now is our senior dairy does. All of these does will be 1.5 years or older. We have Kaylin Benson of the Dunellen High FFA. Josie Law with the Fort McCoy 4-leaf 4-H. Morgan Hawkins with the Happy Trails 4-H. Carolina Rivera with the Dunellen 4-H. Alyssa Cook with the Westport High FFA. Charlie Schaefer with the Dunellen 4-H. Bendy Miller with the Independent 4-H. Liam Carter with the Prime Cuts 4-H. Logan Carter with the Prime Cuts 4-H. Himina Murdoch with the Prime Cuts 4-H. Matthew Morales leading the way 4-H. Blake Morales leading the way 4-H. And Aniston Post with the Dunellen 4-H Club. These are your senior dairy does.
So when we saw the juniors, we get to see step 2 out here. We're seeing goats out here, and some of the goats have the kids with them. But we're still looking for the same thing. We're still looking for goats that can get out and be athletic, live in a harsh environment, produce offspring, and produce milk. You can see the amount of bags that these ones that have kidded have. So you can see the amount of milk that these things are going to produce. So like my sheep at home weigh 200 pounds. These things weigh 50 maybe. But I've got ewes that don't have bags that look like the amount of milk that these things can produce. So, and I think it's a really cool project that these kids are kidding these goats out. So they're learning about animal husbandry. They're learning about, and that can apply to whether they stay raising dairy goats or they go into meat goats or sheep or cattle or whatever it is. They still understand how to birth an animal, take care of a newborn animal. So I think it's a really, really just a really, really cool project. I think the goat we start with here, one that just looks super productive. She's so deep in her body, and she runs uphill, and she's athletic. You can see she's going to be a prolific milker. I think that one's got a lot of feminine qualities up about her head and her neck. I think that's just a really cool goat to start the class. I think the one that comes in second here, I think another one that's built like her, athletic, can get out and go, is going to be a prolific milker. Lots of depth of body there, lots of production in that one. Goat that comes in third here has already been productive as we've got triplets, but when we study that one, really cool up through that front end. Looks like a female goat should. He deserves a ribbon, doesn't he? So, but a really nice productive goat to come in third. Followed up by one I think very similar in fourth. Well, it probably doesn't carry as much production down her top side. Like that milk's really kind of eating at her body a little bit, so we keep her fleshed up so she can milk as hard and as long as possible. Kind of just a really cool structured one here, maybe a little younger, doesn't have kids on it, but I think this one can kind of get out and move. They're going to be very productive. And then kind of these next four here, I think all fit the same mold. You look for a little more flesh on them so that when they really start to milk, they stay fleshy. So I'd like to get them all with a little more fat cover on them. It's probably easier said than done when we're talking about dairy goats because they're designed to put everything into that milk. But the fleshier we can have them goats, the better they're going to milk. And then we got the two bigger goats here. I think they're a little more maybe mature. Just body condition quite isn't maybe what we would like on both of those. Being bigger and framier, it's going to take more energy for them to stay alive. So let's get them fleshier and get them ready to go for when they're bred and they milk again. And then just kind of some smaller made goats, in my opinion, maybe not can get out and move and be as athletic as some of the other ones above them. I do appreciate the amount of flesh and feel on this one. I just wish that goat was a little more athletic and went a little better. I think this one we need to flesh up a little bit. But really cool project, a lot of fun to sort. Congrats to you kids on all the successful kids being born out of your goats.
Congratulations to the senior doe class. Winning the class, Alyssa Cook with the Westport High FFA. Standing second, Hemina Murdoch with the Prime Cucks 4-H. In third place, Blake Morales with the Leading of the Way 4-H. In fourth place, Matthew Morales leading the way 4-H. Fifth place today is Carolina Rivera, showing with the Dunellen 4-H Club. In sixth place, Kaylin Benson with the Dunellen High FFA. Seventh place is Charlie Schaefer with the Dunellen 4-H Club. Standing eighth today, Logan Carter with the Prime Cuts 4-H. In ninth place, Liam Carter with the Prime Cuts 4-H. 10th place is Josie Law with the Fort McCoy 4-Leaf 4-H. 11th place, Morgan Hawkins with the Happy Trails 4-H. And in 12th place, Anniston Post with the Dunellen 4-H Club. We now will have our grand champion drive for our dairy show. We have representing our first class, Tifton Godwin with the cross country 4-H. Representing our second class, Josie Law with the Fort McCoy 4-Leaf 4-H. That's Josie was second place in that class. And in Class 2, Alyssa Cook with Westport High FFA. And Hemina Murdoch standing second in the prime cuts. So our judge will place these animals here for the grand and reserve champion of our dairy show. Again, we'd like to thank Seiler Farm, Scott and Sharon. Thank you so much for sponsoring our Dairy Goat Show this year.
So really cool project set to sort through. Like I said, I think it's outstanding that we're giving these kids opportunity to learn real life animal husbandry traits here, birth kids out of these goats, and kind of see the offspring, and then work on developing that milk product, and hopefully they're following those genetics that. Hey, this one, made a prolific milker, and we can make more of those, and then use that milk product in turn down the road. So I think 4 individuals out here that are really, really nice. Congrats to all you guys. If you'll give them a big round of applause, I'll show you the 2 that I like the best.
Our grand champion of this year's show, representing our first class, this is Tifton Godwin with cross country 4-H. And our reserve grand champion, standing second in that same class, Josie Law with the Fort McCoy 4-Leaf Clovers. Congratulations, ladies. These are your grand and reserve champions of the 2026 Dairy Goat Show. And again, we say thanks to the Seiler Farm family. Scott and Sharon, we're grateful to you. We will now bring in our meat does, the next show that we have here. These are our junior nannies. We have multiple heats here. Annabeth Duttlinger with Leading the Way 4-H. Easton Davis with the Country Clovers 4-H. Josie Law showing for Fort McCoy 4-Leaf 4-H. Representing the Country Clovers 4-H is Freya Phillips. Kaylee Draper showing for the Bellevue Bald Eagles. Trip Phillips, Country Clovers 4-H. Brinley Durham with the Country Clovers 4-H. Peyton Steed with the Lucky Learners 4-H. Alora Robertson with the Florida Riverside 4-H. And we have an entry for the Vanguard High FFA. This is our first of 2 heats with our junior nannies.
Well, now we kind of change gears back to the meat production side of thing here in our first heat of nannies. We'll keep these 5 out here in the middle. If you would, give them a big round of applause as well. Give these exhibitors over here a big round of applause as well as they exit the ring.
Our judge has pulled out his top 5 out of Heat 1. Coming back for the class championship will be Easton Davis of the Country Clovers 4-H. Kaylee Draper of the Bellevue Bald Eagles. Tripp Phillips with the Country Clovers. Brinley Durham with the Country Clovers. And Alora Robertson with the Florida Riverside 4-H Club. We now have Heat 2 coming into the ring. Marcella Hunter with the Country Clovers 4-H. Riley Duttenlinger with the Lake Weir High FFA. Brooke Sakuda with the Caprine 4-H. Evelyn Durham with the Country Clovers 4-H. Gracie Alt with the Dunellen Christian Academy FFA. Tinley Lewis with the Bellevue Bald Eagles. Melee Johnson with the Trinity Catholic FFA. Aubriana Colosimo with the Southern Roots 4-H. Addison Colosimo with the Southern Roots 4-H. And Aubrey Sig with the Cracker Country 4-H. Our judge will pull out his top entries here, and they'll come back with the first heat here for our class champion in the junior nannies.
Well, here in our second heat, we'll keep these 6 and bring those back with the ones out of the other out of the other heat to kind of find. It looks like we're going to go down to a final 6 of the 2 heats there. Some really nice goats here. A couple in the middle, just a little greener, a little younger. Need those guys to flesh up a little bit. I'd like to change the dapple-colored goat there. I'd like to make her deeper in her flank and give her a little more productive look from the side there. And then I like this goat here to be more comfortable in its spine and just level up and flesh up down that top side. Really nice class of goats. We'll see you guys in the next heat. Give all these exhibitors a big round of applause.
The exhibitors that are going to be coming back for the class champion out of this second heat, Marcella Hunter of the Country Clovers 4-H, Brooke Sakuda of the Caprine 4-H, Evelyn Durham of the Country Clovers 4-H, Gracie Alt of the Dunellen Christian Academy FFA, Tinley Lewis of the Bellevue Bald Eagles, and Maylee Johnson of the Trinity Catholic FFA. They're going to be joined by our top grouping from the first heat, Easton Davis, Country Clovers, Kaylee Draper, Bellevue Bald Eagles, Trip Phillips, Country Clovers, Brinley Durham, Country Clovers, and Alora Robertson with the Florida Riverside. This is your final drive for our junior nannies.
Well, we get our heat sorted down here and get to our placings on these nannies. And excuse me, I think the one we start with is really, really good doe goat. One that's just so cool in her line. She's so comfortable in her skeleton. She just gets out and moves so freely. You get your hands on her. Tons of shapes, tons of production down her top side, and one that just paints a really cool picture when you get her propped up. I think she wins the class here handily. Really, really nice doe goat. Congrats. Goat that comes in second, one that commands your attention when that one comes in. That one's so wide coming at you and then so wide going away. I just don't maybe think it's as fresh and as cool as the one that wins the class, but a really, really nice, stout made, lines correct, plenty of product in that one. A really nice goat to be second there. Another big, powerful goat that comes in third here, one that paints it pretty cool from the picture from the side. When we set that one in motion, she wants to drop her spine a little bit. If we can just keep her more comfortable in that spine set as she moves, I think we talk about like she gets real competitive with those goats up front. If we can just make her a little bit better there. Really big, powerful, productive goat here in fourth.
I'm sorry.
You're good. Left me hanging. I think we just make that one a little more square made down its top and then maybe level up that hip just a little bit. But one, you appreciate the body width, you appreciate the stoutness and the structure in that one. Same to be said here for the next goat in class. I think that one just gets a little bit plainer down its top side, but you appreciate the width of skeleton that one's got and the amount of bone work on that one. Kind of a cool goat here next, maybe not as fleshy as some of the ones above it, but one I really appreciated that one when we got it on the side. I thought that one painted a really cool profile picture. Kind of a really big goat here next, one that's super framey. And I just think if we're going to get one that big, we got to get a little more product down the top side of that one. But that one's kind of cool from a stoutness and ruggedness standpoint. I think that one goes on and is probably a very productive nanny in a breeding situation. The goat that comes in here next wants to hawk in just a little bit. Maybe we want a little more muscle down the twist side on the back side of there, and the twist on that one, a little more production up over the rack. And then kind of these next three goats, they kind of lack a little production when it comes to the meat quality down the top side. And then I just like all of them to be a little bit more deep in their flank to have a little more productive phenomenon traits about them. But a really nice set of goats and a great set of kids. Give them a big round of applause.
Congratulations to all of our junior nanny exhibitors winning the class from the Bellevue Bald Eagles, Kaylee Draper. In second place from Country Clovers 4-H, Easton Davis. In third place from Country Clovers, Brinley Durham. Fourth place, Brooke Sakuda of the Caprine 4-H. Standing fifth today, Evelyn Durham of the Country Clovers 4-H. And in sixth place, Trip Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. We want to say thanks to Sam and Kay Love. They have sponsored our Meat Dough show today. Thank you to the Love family. We have our senior nannies in the ring now. These are nannies that would be a year and a half or older. Trip Phillips from the Country Clovers 4-H. Easton Davis, also with the Country Clovers. Freya Phillips, also representing Country Clovers. Representing Southern Roots, Kaylee Colsamowo. From the Osceola Middle, Carly Porcelia. Brinley Durham from the Country Clovers 4-H. Cooper Alt with the Dunellen Christian Academy FFA. Aubriana Colosimo with the Southern Roots 4-H. And Maylee Farmer with the North Marion Middle FFA chapter. This is our senior nanny class for today.
We move into our senior does here, and they're a little more mature, and they're a little more bigger pattern here as they're a little further in life. But I think the goat we start with here, one that's just super opened up. When that one comes at you and goes away, the base width is really, really good. You get your hands on that one, really big back, a lot of production down that top side, and I think one that moves around cool enough for me to be our class winner. But a really nice goat there to start the class. I think the one in second, maybe one that's built the most similar to this one. For me, that one's just not quite as comfortable in his spine, especially when that one moves around. Was to drop that spine a little bit, not be just quite as comfortable. But again, one that's opened up and powerful, and a really cool goat for the amount of age that one has on it. So congrats to you. And then kind of the goat comes here in third, another one that's really wide and muscular. Doesn't have the coolness factor when we study that one from the side. Wants to get a little weaker in its spine, maybe just a little more wastier up through the front end there on the goat that's in third. I think the goat that's in fourth kind of follows that one, but to another step on the extreme there. And then I think we get to the goat in fifth. Stout and rugged, not enough shape and dimension down that one's top side. The next goat here in line, the dapple colored one that wants to get a little wasty for me up front. If we could kind of trim that one up, make that one a little cooler. And then we kind of get into a really heavy bred goat that's probably doesn't have enough product down the top side because them babies are eating up all the mass that we're trying to feed into one to be a show goat. So really tough to show one that's that heavy bred. And then I think the next goat here, big, tall, framey, pretty goat, too narrow for me at the ground. I'd like to widen that one up here. Another one here that's got triplets on her, so really hard to feed one to be a show goat while we're nursing three babies that look plenty fat and happy there. So mama's putting all that effort into them babies as she should. Hard to make a show goat there. And then the goat that rounds out here the class, one that just kind of gets a little more rangy for me. Super extended, tall and pretty, but we got to get some more product and a meat down the top side of that goat. And another one that looks like it's bred, so mama's probably putting everything into them babies instead of putting it into flesh for a show goat. But a really cool set of goats and a great set of kids. Give them all a big round of applause.
Congratulations here to the senior nanny class. Winning the class representing Country Clovers 4-H, Easton Davis. In second place, also with Country Clovers, Brinley Durham. Standing third today, Freya Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. In fourth place, Maylee Farmer with the North Marion Middle FFA. In fifth place, Carly Porcelelli of the Osceola Middle FFA. Standing sixth, Trip Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. In seventh place, Aubriana Colosimo with the Southern Roots 4-H. In eighth place, Cooper Alt with the Dunellen Christian Academy FFA. Ninth place, Peyton Steed with the Lucky Learners. And in 10th place, this is Kaylee Colosimo with the Southern Roots 4-H. We will have our two class winners and then our two second place winners of the two classes coming in. Representing the first class, Kaylee Draper of the Bellevue Bald Eagles. And representing the second class, Easton Davis. Easton with the Country Clovers 4-H. The second place doe also belongs to Easton Davis. That's the second place doe in the Class 1. And in Class 2, the second place doe is Brinley Durham of the Country Clovers.
Well, a really fun nanny show to sort through here, and you know, I think there's maybe some give or take in here when we talk about the reserve grand champion. I think you could go a couple of ways there on it, but I thought it was a really good set of goats and a really good set of kids. If you'll put your hands together, I'll show you the ones I like here for the grand and reserve.
And your grand champion in the meat does is Kaylee Draper of the Bellevue Bald Eagles. And standing in the reserve grand champion is the second place animal. That is Easton Davis of the Country Clovers 4-H. Congratulations to all of these exhibitors. We appreciate Love's Landing. Love's Landing has sponsored our grand champion drive here. We appreciate Kay and Sam. Thank you all for doing that. And congratulations to these exhibitors. Here in just a few moments, we'll get our showmanship classes lined up. We'll begin with our senior division, and we're going to have two divisions of our senior showmanship. Two divisions in the intermediate, and we'll have one class of our junior showmans. So be preparing. Our showmen are already lined up here and ready to come in here in just a moment. This is the first heat in our senior showmanship coming in the arena now. Representing Florida Riverside 4-H, Alora Robertson. Alyssa Cook, representing Westport High FFA. Anna Garner with the Prime Cuts 4-H. Aubriana Colosimo with the Southern Roots 4-H. Bendy Miller, representing the Independent 4-H. Brooke Sakuda with the Caprine 4-H Club. Brindley Durham with the Country Clovers 4-H. Kaylee Draper with the Bellevue Bald Eagles 4-H. Emma Cunningham with the Lucky Learners 4-H. Kylie Perez showing with Forest High School FFA. Riley Duttlinger showing with the Lake Weir High FFA. Kendall Lasher showing with North Marion High Junior FFA. Daniel Smith showing with the North Marion High FFA. And Brianna Bennett showing with the Vanguard High FFA. Heat 1 in our senior division of our 2026 Southeastern Youth Fair Goat Showmanship Competition. would like to remind all of our exhibitors that following the showmanship contest, we're going to have our Kitty Goat Show. We love to have the opportunity to introduce livestock showing and the Southeastern Youth Fair to our little ones. And so if you would be available and could hang out for an extra little while, we've got about 79 littles that want to go and show your goat with you. A great opportunity for you to teach them some showmanship skills and to encourage them to be involved in some agricultural activities here. So if you can stay here with us a little bit afterwards today, we'd be grateful to you for that.
If you guys would put your hands together for these exhibitors over here that'll be exiting the ring, and these exhibitors here we'll bring back to go with our second heat for showmanship. Great set of exhibitors. Give them a big round of applause.
Judge has selected 7 individuals to come back for the competition in this senior heat. Laura Robertson from Florida Riverside 4-H. Brooke Sakuda, Caprine 4-H. Brindley Durham, Country Clovers 4-H. Kaylee Draper, Bellevue Bald Eagles 4-H. Kendall Lasher with the North Marion High. Daniel Smith with the North Marion High. And Brianna Bennett with the Vanguard High. We now have our second heat coming into the arena. We have a chapter lamb from goat from the Vanguard High FFA. Hannah Miller from the Forest High FFA. Kaylin Benson with Dunellen High FFA. Liliana Guerrera with the Dunellen 4-H Club. Madison Hewitson with the Trinity Catholic FFA. Maylee Johnson also with Trinity Catholic FFA. Morgan Hawkins, Morgan showing with the Happy Trails 4-H. Natalie Daubenmeyer with the Vanguard High FFA. Peyton Steed with the Lucky Learners 4-H. Rosa Grace McKee with the North Marion High FFA. Riley Duttonlinger with the Lake Weir High FFA. Cheyenne Martin with the Trinity Catholic FFA. Tanner 2 with the Lucky Learners 4-H. And Tifton Godwin with the Cross Country 4-H Club. Remind everyone that earlier in the day, our judge was evaluating the animals themselves on their quality and their attributes. Here in showmanship, he's actually evaluating the youngster, the showman. So congratulations to all of these showmen out here for doing such a great job today. Let's give them all a round of applause. Well done, youngsters.
Well, a really nice set of exhibitors here in our second heat of our seniors. We'll bring these guys back with the ones we pulled earlier. And if you would, give it up for these guys as they exit the ring. Great set of kids.
Congratulations to these exhibitors who are going to be called back from Heat 2. Hannah Miller, Forest High FFA. Kaylin Benson, Dunellen High. Liliana Guerrera, Dunellen 4-H. Morgan Hawkins, Happy Trails 4-H. Peyton Steed, Lucky Learners 4-H. Tanner Tew, Lucky Learners 4-H. And Tifton Godwin with the Cross Country 4-H. They're now going to be joined by those who were called back out of the first heat in our senior division. Laura Robertson, Brooke Sakuda, Brinley Durham, Kaylee Draper, Kendall Lasher, Daniel Smith, and Brianna Bennett. This will be your senior showmanship show-off right here. There is some tremendous showmanship skills here in the ring. I feel sorry for our judge a little bit here, a lot to look at here. Congratulate these students here. This is quite an accomplishment to make it this far.
Well, an awesome set of senior showmen here, and I think there's. I've been told to pick top three, and I think there's more than that are absolutely deserving. You guys are all doing a fantastic job of getting these things shown. Just a really good job getting all the feet set on the corners, getting them propped up and looking right, whether it's a dairy goat or a market goat or a doe, whatever. I think there's some different styles here. If you would, put your hands together, and I'll go out and show you which one I like. I think there's one out here that's just super calm, super put together. Nothing fazed her the whole time she was out here. Just did a phenomenal job. But I'll go out and show you the three that I like.
How about a big round of applause for three ladies here? Your top showman in our senior heat, winning the heat, Liliana Guerrera of the Dunellen 4-H Club. Second place, Kaylee Draper, the Bellevue Bald Eagles. And in third place in the senior showmanship, Brindley Durham of the Country Clovers 4-H. So congratulations to these three young ladies, winners in our senior goat showmanship. Again, we'd like to remind all of our goat exhibitors, we're going to have the Kitty Goat Show right after our junior showmanship. And if you're able to stay around with your animal and to help one of these littles come in and kind of coach them a little bit, walk with them, we certainly would appreciate you being there. We have 79 kitty goat showers, so we're going to need some assistance from you. So thank you for doing that. We have the first of two heats in our intermediate division. Coming into the ring now, Addison Colosimo with the Southern Roots 4-H. Annabeth Duttlinger with the Leading the Way 4-H. Aniston Post with the Dunellen 4-H. Aubrey Sig with the Cracker Country 4-H. Blake Morales with the Leading the Way 4-H. Brinley Jelks with the Bellevue Middle FFA. Charlie Schaefer with the Dunellen 4-H. Cooper Alt with the Dunellen Christian FFA. Easton Davis with the Country Clovers 4-H. Emmeline Oaks with the Osceola Middle FFA. Evelyn Durham with the Country Clovers 4-H. Twyla Martin with the Bellevue Middle FFA. Kaylee Johnson with the Fort McCoy Middle FFA. Gabriela Rodriguez with the Fort McCoy Middle FFA. And Grace Bryan with the Prime Cuts 4-H.
All right, if you give these exhibitors along the side here that we'll allow to exit the ring, and also a big round of applause for these 6 that we will bring back with our other heat winners.
Our 6 showmen who are going to be called back for our show-off in the intermediate division. Anniston Post of the Dunellen 4-H. Blake Morales of the Leading the Way 4-H. Charlie Schaefer with the Dunellen 4-H. Emmeline Oakes with the Osceola Middle FFA. Evelyn Durham with the Country Clovers 4-H. And Twyla Martin with the Bellevue Middle FFA. We'll have our second heat in the intermediate division now entering into the arena. Representing the Dunellen Christian Academy FFA, Gracie Alt. Haley Cabrera with the Dunellen 4-H Club. Isaac Hutto with the Cracker Country 4-H. Jinwan Neves Vasquez from the Bellevue Middle FFA. Josie Law with the Fort McCoy 4-Leaf 4-H. Carly Porcelli with the Osceola Middle FFA. Lila Benson with the Bellevue Middle FFA. Mackenzie Oakes with the Osceola Middle FFA. Michaela Mae Bagley with the Dunellen 4-H. May Lee Farmer with North Marion Middle FFA. Preston Williams with the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. Sadie Thompson with the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. Theron Trios with the Dunellen 4-H. And Trip Phillips showing with the Country Clovers 4-H. This is our second heat in the intermediate division. Our judge will pull his top selections out, and they will come back and compete with our winners in first heat.
if you would give these exhibitors along the side there exiting a big round of applause, and these guys as well that made it to the next round in the final heat.
All right, congratulations to the contestants that's going to be coming back. Haley Cabrera with the Dunellen 4-H. Carly Porcelli with the Osceola Middle FFA. Lila Benson with the Bellevue Middle FFA. Maylee Farmer with the North Marion Middle FFA. Preston Williams with the Reddick Wranglers. And Tripp Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. Coming back now in the ring from that first heat is Aniston Post, Blake Morales, Charlie Schaefer, Emmeline Oakes, Evelyn Durham, and Twyla Martin. This will be our intermediate showmanship championship drive.
Well, a really talented set of juniors here that come out of those two heats. If you would give them a big round of applause, and I'll go out here and show you your grand champion and your top three.
Congratulations to all of our intermediate showmen. Our grand champion intermediate, Evelyn Durham of the Country Clovers 4-H. Second place, Aniston Post of the Dunellen 4-H. And standing third in our intermediate showmanship, Haley Cabrera of the Dunellen 4-H Club. We want to say thanks to the ABC Body Shop and also Herbert Counts Paving for their sponsorship of our showmanship. And also want to say again thanks to the Ocala business leaders as they sponsored our market grand champion as well. Here in just a moment, we'll have our junior division to come into the arena. In our junior division, we have Emery May. Emery is representing the Country Clover 4-H. Carolina Rivera representing Dunellen 4-H. Freya Phillips representing the Country Clovers. Kaylee Kosamoa of the Southern Roots. Liam Carter from the Prime Cuts 4-H. Logan Carter from the Prime Cuts 4-H. Marcella Hunter from the Country Clovers 4-H. Matthew Morales leading the way 4-H. Olivia Marlin with the Lucky Learners 4-H. Sawyer Brown with the Reddick Wranglers 4-H. Tinley Lewis with the Bellevue Bald Eagles 4-H. Wiley Boop with the Happy Homeschoolers 4-H. Will Love with the Southern Roots 4-H. And Himina Murdoch with the Prime Cuts 4-H. Give a big hand for all of these junior exhibitors out here in this showmanship contest.
Well, I think this is my last event of the day. So a couple of thank yous. Thanks, guys, for having me. The show committee and the board. I had a great time. You guys got a great set of kids that you should be super proud of as a county. I know there's kids out here that placed where they didn't think they should have, and they were disappointed. I never saw a bad attitude out of one of them. No eye rolls, no nothing. It's a great set of kids. As a county, you guys should be very proud of the youth you're raising here. I just thought it was a phenomenal set of kids. Thought the livestock was good all day. Like I said earlier at the end of the sheep show, you guys that are able to be out here showing goats, tell mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, 4-H advisor, FFA advisor, whoever's responsible for you being out here, tell them thank you. I promise you they made sacrifices in their life so that you could be out here doing what you're doing today. So give them a hug, tell them thank you, tell them you appreciate them. With that being said, thanks for having me. I had a great time. And I will go out here and I'll show you your champion and your second and third overall in your junior goat showmanship.
Congratulations to all of our junior showmen winning our junior showmanship. Tinley Lewis with the Bellevue Bald Eagles. In second place, Freya Phillips with the Country Clovers 4-H. And in third place, Kaylee Kosamoa with the Southern Roots 4-H. So congratulations to all of these exhibitors. And again, we'd like to say thanks to our judge today, Mr. Wes McCurry. Wes, thank you for being here with us today. We appreciate the time that you have taken with our youngsters. Thank you for a job well done. This will conclude our goat show portion. Here in just about 15 to 20 minutes, we'll begin our kitty goat show. And again, for all of our goat exhibitors, if you can hang out a little while and help mentor some of these littles coming in, we certainly would be grateful to you.